accurate local forecast with meteorologist Jackson Chastain starts now.
Well, we hit 51 degrees yesterday in Harrisburg. Now, that is by itself not necessarily a super warm temperature. Now, it is still well above that average of 39. Other places, though, got into the mid to upper 60s. And so it was just a bizarre kind of a day yesterday. The reason Harrisburg was a little bit more subdued was because the fog stuck around longer than anticipated. And so you just strange, abnormal for late January. We're going to see a little bit more of abnormal weather today. Some places already at 50 degrees. Carlisle at that point. They compare that just several miles. I couldn't tell you what this distance is, but a very close distance is sitting at 39 in Harrisburg, so nearly a 10-degree difference. Most places sitting in the mid to upper 40s this morning, but we all will warm up closer to that 50-degree mark in the afternoon for probably the last day that we get to 50 or above. But with that being said, enjoy it as much as possible. It's also going to be dry, so again, what a great day. I mean, for late January, that's pretty much as good as it gets, because within about 24 hours, it's not going to be so great, not going to be so mild, not going to be so dry as a low pressure makes its way off to the north and to the east. That's going to bring us our next major rain chance. And, you know, we had some rain this past week. This one will be a little bit more robust in terms of how much we get. Now, the most of your Saturday will be dry. That's, as I mentioned previously, you can make plans for Saturday and you can stick with them. You're not going to have to worry about any kind of rain opportunity. But starting later in the evening, 9-10 p.m., the western half of the viewing area, including Fulton County, McConnellsburg, Chambersburg, those places are going to start to see some more of that rain move on in. And then over the next several hours, that progression eastward will get most of us in the viewing area with that rain by midnight. That'll stick around through the early morning hours before really starting to dissipate. Then later Sunday, shower activity persisting, maybe the odd snow shower in the evening. Honestly, not really expecting much in terms of impacts out of any of that. For the rest of the week, temperatures themselves are going to be relatively mild out of this rain chance, which could bring us up to an inch in places. I think 3/4 of an inch is kind of the sweet spot with what we're seeing here. As for the rest, 40s for those highs, back below freezing for those lows. So we are getting colder, but we're still waiting on that big cold stretch, Kayla. But I think this is a nice little happy medium for a lot of people this winter to start February.
Definitely, especially after yesterday, coming off a spring-like day. Thank you so much, Jackson.